What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. J-Dog here. As many of you may or may not know, my best friend and the love of my life, Monica, passed away back on May 22nd of this year. She leaves behind her mom, her brother, her two daughters, family, friends, everyone. I've been hesitant about doing a video regarding this because I didn't know how I would feel about it. But after thoughtful consideration, I was like, I gotta put a video out there. I know she was in a lot of my videos at Green America and other videos that we've done before as well. So what exactly happened? So on May 17th, she came home from work and she was acting like her normal self, playing music, dancing, singing, played with the girls for a little bit, went to bed, and then woke up around 1:15 in the morning stating that she had a migraine. I'm like, alright, cool. Started rubbing the top of her head, which helps relieve pressure from any type of headache, so I did that for her. Got up to use the bathroom and I came back and she was lying on the floor. I didn't think anything of it. I thought maybe she just wanted to sit on the floor where it's a little bit cooler. So I asked her, I was like, hey, what, do you want to go up in the bed? And she was like, no, I'm comfortable on the floor. I'm like, okay, cool. I gave her a pillow and we both fell asleep. I woke up the next morning thinking that she would be up in the bed and she was still on the floor in the same position that she was when she first fell asleep the night before. And I noticed that throughout the night she did vomit. So I was like, okay, I'm cool. I'm gonna go to the store to get her some 7-Up to see if that would help with her stomach. At the time, I thought she was still dealing with the migraine or the headache. So I went to the store, I got her some 7-Up, I came back, and her mom and our roommate was like, oh, we called the paramedics, she's not looking too good. I'm like, alright, cool. Paramedics came, they brought her down to the ambulance, and I went in there to give her a kiss and to tell her that I'll see you at the hospital. They were like, she had a stroke. When I heard that word, my heart shattered. First thing I did, I went to pick up my oldest from school, brought her home, went to the hospital. I went into the room right away when I got there and she was wired up. She was intubated. She didn't look good. I left, came home, went back to the hospital Friday night. She looked fine on Thursday night, sorry. She looked fine. Friday night. She looked fine on Friday night. She was opening up her eyes here and there, looking at me, following my movements, squeezing my hand on command. I went on Saturday to visit her, same thing, opening up her eyes, moving her eyes back and forth, following me, squeezing my hand. And she had reflexes on her left side, a little bit of reflex on the right side. Sunday, I went to the hospital, saw her again, same thing, like Friday and Saturday night, moving, squeezing my hand on command and everything. Sunday night at around 10:30, I got the call stating that she got worse between 9 and 10 p.m. and they needed to take her in for emergency surgery to remove part of her skull. Can I agree to that? And I remember the exact words I said to the doctor. I'm like, do whatever the fuck you need to do to save my girl. So they put her in, and that was like the longest 2.5 hours of my life. At about 1 a.m. Sunday night going into Monday morning, I got a call stating that she's out of surgery, everything went well, she's still in critical condition. I'm like, alright, cool. I go to the hospital Monday to see her, and she has a stent in her head to help with the bleeding of the brain. She also had like the EKGs or whatever on her head for the brain waves. And she looked fine. Monday night, I went to the hospital, and when I was in the room, her blood pressure was spiking a little bit here and there, but it wasn't that bad. But she started doing this thing called posturing, where her arms go up and bend in a certain way. That was freaking me out. So I ended up moving her arm down back to normal. I spiked her blood pressure to over 200, but it thankfully steadied after like 30 seconds. But at that point, I knew that she was going to make it, but I didn't want to believe it. That Tuesday, I did go to the hospital because it rained, but Tuesday night I went, and I went off on the doctors and the nurse. I said, I understand that you guys always say no news is good news, but I want updates. I don't need daily updates, but I want updates every now and then about what's going on with her. Like, I'm her fiance slash husband, even though we were never legally married. We basically were married for how long we were together. And I went off on them and stuff. Wednesday morning, I called the doctor. He was telling me what was going on. He said everything looked fine. She was in critical condition still. Critical but stable. Don't worry about anything. Cool. I got dressed, went to work. I'm in the break room, and two of my coworkers are in the break room, and I got a call from the hospital saying, hey, you need to come to the hospital. She may be brain dead. When they said that, my heart shattered. I left work, went directly to the hospital, and they were like, yeah, like the brain waves were there like they were Monday. There was like hardly any brain activity at that point. Her mom, her brother came, her girlfriend came. The chaplain went in the room to say a prayer over Monica, but I left. I couldn't be there. I came home after her mom came home. I told my oldest daughter what happened, and she screamed, she cried, obviously, losing your mom. Thursday, we went back to the hospital. Me, her mom, and her brother went back to the hospital on Thursday, and they said they needed to do one more test on the brain just to verify that she was indeed brain dead. They did the apnea test, which did come out good, as you can tell. So we did talk to Gift of Hope for her to donate her organs to people that needed them. And I left at around 11:30 to go get some lunch because I was hungry. I came back, I went in the room, and obviously her mom and brother were crying. I'm like, what's going on? They're like, she's gone. And I'm like, so I asked the doctor, I'm like, hey, what time did you guys call it? And they were like 11:54 a.m. on May 22nd, which was a Thursday. So she wasn't even in the hospital a week. But I will say this, Friday through Sunday, she looked like she was going to pull through. It looked like she was going to go to therapy and rehab and everything and live a life. But like I said, after I saw her posturing on Monday night when I went to see her, I had a feeling that was it. I just knew at that point that was it. I lost her. But I didn't want to think about it. I didn't want to think negatively. I wanted to keep thinking positively and everything else. That same day I called all my family, let them know what was going on, friends, everything. I started getting condolences from my coworkers right away, saying I'm sorry for your loss, etc., etc. I went back to work, because I was off Wednesdays and Thursdays. I went back to work that Friday. I went back to work those few days because I was off for vacation the following week. But I went to work those few days, and I just couldn't, like, keep my head on straight. I was depressed and everything. Over the past couple months, it's gotten, I don't want to say it's gotten easier for us or for myself, but I'm at ease. I'm more comfortable now knowing that she isn't here with us, if that makes sense. I know it's a weird thing to say, but that's just how I feel. Like, I still go out, I still go out with friends, I still go to the bar that me and her used to go to, I still have fun. I'm not going to stop living my life because I lost someone who I was going to spend the rest of my life with. Now, people ask, what caused the stroke? She had this very rare disease called moyamoya, which in Japanese means puffs of smoke. So with the brain, small blood vessels start to form, and they have really nowhere to go. They start forming at the base of the brain in the back. And these blood vessels that are forming, they have nowhere to go, which can cause a stroke. And that ultimately is what caused her death. There was no autopsy done, nothing. We did cremate her, we did get her ashes, we got an urn, we got some pendants and everything. And real quick, this is the pendant I got from Monica's ashes. I still talk to her. I talk to her every night, if I can. Well, I mean, if I can, I do. The only thing I cannot do now is look at pictures of her or me and her without getting emotional. I know that's mean to say because I want to look at pictures, but I can't look at pictures of her at this point in time. No, down the road I'll be able to. Like, I still watch TikToks of her and her stupid self, you know. I still watch some old videos of me and her on YouTube that I've recorded and posted. And just hearing her voice, like, puts me at ease. But, yeah, that's honestly why I really haven't been posting a whole lot of videos from, like, Six Flags or stuff in my life, because I, at the time, don't think I was ready to. So I had to take some time off from doing that. And I have been posting some Call of Duty gameplay, because that takes my mind off a lot of things. So that's what I've been focusing on. But I just haven't really been focusing my attention on YouTube at this point. I've been focusing my attention on my kids, obviously, and just living my life the way I can. But I will promise that more videos will be coming soon, especially in October, with it being Halloween season. I will be posting more videos on this channel as well as my paranormal channel as well. And the only thing is, I've only had one dream of her since she passed. I think it was about a week and a half to 2 weeks after she passed. I have felt her presence a couple of times, and I actually just saw her for the first time last Sunday night. I got up to go to the kitchen to get something to drink, and out of the corner of my eye, I saw something in the bathroom. I moved back and I look and I see her, like her full spirit, standing by the sink, and I'm like, hey baby, and I reached my hand out to her. She did grab it, but she just looked at me, smiled, and that was it. And my youngest daughter said she's already seen her once as well. So, and she gave a good outlook on what she was wearing as well, which sounds so like her. So like I said, I just want to come on, do this video, let you guys know what happened. Like I said, my best friend, the love of my life, my kid's mom, their grandma's daughter and her brother or sister passed away back on May 22nd due to a stroke suffered after having a rare brain disease called moyamoya. If you want to find out more information about moyamoya, I'll put like a little description of what it is in the description down below, or you could always Google search it as well. Other than that, I love you all. Give hugs and kisses to the people you hold close to your heart, because you never know when it's going to be the last time you're ever going to see them. Love you all. Peace out.
How wonderful, how beautiful were the days with you, so magical. You're my passion, my sweetest sin. I'd give it all to feel your skin. Tonight, I'm asking the stars above, can I sleep without your love, baby? Voice still lingers on this worn-out bed, like echoes in the dark of things you said. The way you smiled in that midnight light, your charm was calm yet burning bright.